Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 20th of January 2025. First of all, massive thank you for all the beautiful flowers that you left in the emoji flowers last week. Honestly, I was just overwhelmed. Every single zodiac sign, it was just flooded with flowers. So got my flowers this week, but thank you so very much. Anyway, let's get on with your reading. I'm going to ask for 2 cards from, this is the Energy Oracle deck. To start the reading off, let's see what we have for Libra, please and thank you, for week commencing the 20th of January. I love these cards. They're so... Oh, man holding coin. Nope. Yes. And third chakra with Archangel Chamuel. Now, the third chakra, I think, is the solar plexus, isn't it? So, look at that. Aren't they gorgeous cards? So the solar plexus is about your drive, your tenacity, willpower. Let's see. Maybe we'll see quite a few of the ones in your reading this week. And then we have man holding coin. So there may be something to do with you perhaps being in a male energy next week, in charge of the finances, a manager even at work. But maybe that's, those two together are saying that you're quite driven at work next week. Let's see. Or quite driven in general. Financially driven. Maybe you're more focused. Anyway, let's stop the maybes and get on with it. Libra, let's see. So we're using the Light Seers Tarot here. So, dear spirit guides and angels, Archangel Chamuel is here for you. I love the archangels. I don't know about you. I'm going to really, that's my next string in my bow, if you like, because I'm so drawn to the angels. Anyway, sorry. Dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Libra and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. Oh, Judgment is your overall energy next week. Your opportunity is the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting, like Pentacles have come up as your opportunity. The Sun is what you don't see, is your challenge. The Devil is what you don't see coming. And the 3 of Wands is your advice and outcome. Now, Judgment is all about it's a calling in life. It's to say, now's the time. For some of you, if you are, for instance, in a job that you haven't been happy in, it's time to do something about it. In a relationship, it would mean the same. The same energy applies to whatever situation. It literally is to say, it's now your calling in life. The 5 of Pentacles is in your opportunity. Now, the 5 of Pentacles is not as an opportunity, is to say that you're struggling financially. You feel like you're going 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. There's a feeling of lack. There's a feeling of, oh my gosh, how much longer is this going to go on for? But as an opportunity, this is the opportunity to actually do something about it. Now, always, for me, the message of this card, the most important message of this card is look up. Look, she's got her head in she's just in this really sorrowful energy. Look up, put your head up. You can see there's a key to the door in the corner there. You just need to unlock it. And the other side of that door is help, love and support. Now, I know that sounds very woo-woo, but for instance, what I mean by this is if you are in financial struggles at the moment, and especially a lot of us probably are after Christmas, then talk to somebody about it, approach people. So, don't bury your head in the sand about it. It makes things so much worse. And maybe, this chakra, your tenacity, your drive is coming back to sort out some financial problems, or just to get your energy and your focus back on something. If you are struggling with a credit card bill, for instance, they would much rather you contact them and you sort out a payment plan than not pay at all. And then what happens is it just builds up and up and up and up and up, doesn't it? For some of you, it's about just maybe at work, a work situation. There's an opportunity for you to say, look, I'm doing enough. I need to probably get paid a little bit more for it. And it's kind of like your time to say this and to speak up. The sun is in your challenge area. You're struggling to see the positive in something, which is why this card is here with the hunched over body language of, oh my gosh, you're feeling a little bit lacking something. And the sun is here to say, no, try and switch it. And I know that's so much easier said than done. And it's irritating when somebody says, oh, look on the positive side. But it really does work in the most slightest of things. And then it's like a snowball effect. Once one thing starts to feel better, then other things, you start thinking a different way and you don't even realize you're doing it. That's the nicest thing about it. The devil is what you don't see coming. Now, the devil is about bad habits, maybe. Can be about feeling loyal to someone or something. It's whatever you know isn't serving you. I don't know if that's connected to this Five of Pentacles and this feeling of there's an opportunity for you to cut these ties with this devil energy, with this toxic energy, perhaps with somebody even. Devil is attributed to Capricorn, so maybe some of you are dealing with a Capricorn. And then you've got the Three of Wands as your advice and outcome, which is lovely. Three of Wands is planning again, being able to actually have look at the horizon in life, look further afield, especially if you cut ties with this devil energy. I'm really drawn to that Judgment and the devil, and it's like the Judgment card is saying no more, no more. It's time to get into your, deep down get into that solar plexus of yours, get that oomph back in you. So, Libra. Why do we have Judgment here? Please and thank you for Libra. We are clarifying with a Light Seers Tarot here. Why do we have Judgment here for Libra? Please and thank you. Maybe that man holding the coin, your general energy next week, is this devil guy. There's perhaps somebody that you feel financially tied to also. But Judgment is here to say no more. Let yourself go. That's clarified by the King of Pentacles. Interesting, you've got another man holding a coin. Judgment. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. I've got a feeling that Judgment is actually attributed to Libra too. So it's like you are within this reading, sitting in your own strength and power. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. I've got a feeling Judgment is attributed to Libra. Anyway, clarifying Judgment, we have Judgment. And now when we get a double clarification, it's a very strong message. It's just doubling down on the message. The King of Pentacles is here to say you are in control of your finances. You can be that king who is quite financially minded too. Keeps the emotions out of it, just very focused. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's because the situation has to move on. This Judgment, and this is why Judgment is here to say, even in the way you're thinking, like I said, the slightest little baby steps will move this situation on for you. And the Wheel of Fortune comes when it's the right time. It's about divine timing. Very lucky too. The Five of Pentacles, as I say, is the opportunity to actually do something about this feeling of feeling perhaps a little bit left out in the cold, struggling, trudging through treacle energy. And again, for some of you, it may be financial. There's a lot of financial things going on here, actually, or to do with your material resources. That's what Pentacles represents. But others, it can be your time and energy too. I always put a caveat on the Pentacles to say, you know, yes, obviously, you know, we all like all the money, but at that moment in time, what's more precious to you? Is it your time and energy, or is it finances? That one just flipped over. Oh my giddy aunt, you couldn't make this up if you tried. We have the sun clarifying there's an opportunity for you to look more positively. Feel that vibrance, get that oomph back in your solar plexus. We would like 2 more, please, clarifying that. Thank you. 5 of Pentacles, clarifying the 5 of Pentacles. I don't think I've ever had a reading that's clarified so many cards twice over. Oh, I just missed that. Oh, there we are. And the Lovers. It's your choice. It's down to you. You do have a choice here. Could be to do with relationships too, but Lovers is also about choices and the choices that you're making. Now, even if it is to do with relationship, it's still your choice. It's your choice whether you want to look on the brighter side of it or if you want to stay trudging and treacle. But there's an opportunity for you to change it up. Now, the Sun is here as your challenge. Yeah, you again, as like I said, the Sun is attributed to Leo. Maybe some of you are dealing with the Leo. But let's see. Why are you feeling so negative? Why is the Sun here, but as a challenge? Which, you know, obviously, if you've dealt with the 5 of Pentacles for a while, oh, it can really, like, weigh you down. Really heavy shoulders. Why are you here, Sun? We've got the 10 of Cups. Oh, emotions. 8 of Cups, you're struggling to move on. And the 4 of Wands. For some of you, you're struggling to move on from a family situation too, or something to do with the home life. Again, could be connected to finances, material resources, because the 8 of Cups is about just getting up and going, like, no more, no, time is out, not putting up with that anymore. But as a challenge, so there's a blockage there. You're not able to do that, and I think it's because you're not feeling particularly positive. There's maybe a feeling of, oh, well, you know, a bit of self-sabotage going on. So, well, if I did that, well, you know, what difference is that going to make? That sort of energy. The 4 of Wands is there possibly could be something going on in the home life that's not particularly stable for you also. Could be having a knock-on effect here. And maybe that's why, you know, maybe there's a bit of protection going on here. You're thinking, crikey, Moses, I can't let anybody know that I feel like this for fear of judgment, actually. And then you've got the 10 of Cups, which is absolute, you know, sitting on a rainbow, happiness. Very similar. Look how beautiful both those cards are. And I think you know it's on the horizon, but you're struggling to get there. And maybe it's because of this devil energy coming in here. Like I said, if also, you know, for some of you who are suffering with addictions, for instance, it's very hard to break those habits. That will have a financial knock-on effect also. But also just feeling tied to something, someone, being tied to an energy even, as I say, for instance, addiction, or just knowing that something's not serving you. Now, what you don't see coming, I think, is you being able to break those ties. But let's have a look. Be careful that this isn't somebody within your life who's trying to, you know, that one person who's like, oh, Libra, what are you worried about? No, it's fine. If you drink a bottle of wine a night, I drink too. You know, it's like that justification. That person that comes in is always like, no, trying to convince you otherwise. Now you've got the victory card. You are due a victory. You're due, and public recognition. So I'm feeling very positive that the devil is here because you're confronting it. Even could be somebody at work who's quite manipulative with you. You've got the Empress. Oh, beautiful. And that's a card of Libra too, I'm sure. Gosh. One more. And the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles is lovely to see. because it's saying, yes, you can be independent. So it'd be independent of this devil energy. You can cut those ties. You are the Empress here too, because everything that you touch, I want to say, works. You know, you're very good at manifesting things, but you just got to cut ties with that devil energy, because you've got the victory card too. Now, the victory card, Six of Wands, is about also other people helping you and seeing that you're perhaps been struggling. And they can see what you've been through. At the same time, I'm still got a bit of a warning with that devil energy. Maybe he's within, or they are within this public, again, surrounding you, but not for your greater good, but for their greater good. So just be aware of that. But there is an opportunity for you to cut this, get out of that mental attitude. And then you've got the Three of Wands. And I really feel like, because I'm so drawn to her surfboard, I don't know, it's making me feel like you're just this feeling of freedom. And the sun is exactly that too. So you've got the Hanged Man clarifying that, the Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Wow. Yeah, somebody being deceitful. Is somebody making plans behind your back? I don't know. You know, the Seven of Swords, when they turn up, is about, especially, I wouldn't normally be so straight away about the Seven of Swords being negative about it. I normally can see a positive spin on it, but with devil energy turning up again, that he just keeps nicking into every tiny little clarification. As soon as we get a positive, it's like, oh, no, I'm going to throw that in. So just be careful. If you really feel like there's somebody around you next week that, you know, you're saying to yourself, oh gosh, I achieved X, Y, Z, and they'll be like, oh, did you? All right. So is that all? I don't know. I'm just hearing that. Be careful of that Seven of Swords. There's somebody out to steal your limelight too. Trying to convince you otherwise of this Three of Wands, maybe. You've got the Three of Pentacles, which is lovely. Three of Pentacles is working together collaboratively as a team. I think there's somebody within this team who is the Seven of Swords, though, who's not as they seem. Because you've got the Hanged Man too, and the Hanged Man is about looking at something from a different perspective. Now, you do definitely need to do a 180 if you are feeling this negative energy here. But also, I think it will highlight exactly who your friends are. So let's have a look I'm going to do a manifestation card for you. What else do you need to concentrate on? These are hard to pick up when you've got your flat to the table. Excuse me. That's a very interesting reading for you, Libra. That man holding the coin are the cards that come out at the beginning. Is there somebody who's financially influencing you? I want to say in a very slight manner, holding you to ransom. But let's see. What else does Libra need to concentrate on? Please and thank you for next week. It says just focus on prosperity. The universe has abundance for you, and it's not your job to work out how the money will come in. Look at that. How the money will come into your life. It's your job to ask, to believe you have received it already, mindset, and to feel happy now. Leave the details to the universe on how it will bring it into your life. Isn't that incredible? Especially when you've got the Five of Pentacles, which is a struggle financially or just feeling of lack, as I said. So it's not your job to say, oh my gosh, you know, just change the mindset. Just look at things from a bit more positively. But be aware of that devil, I would say. Don't get drawn back into them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, Libra. Hope you have a fabulous week, and I'll catch up with you next week.